Hey guys, welcome to your All Signs weekly reading. Let's get started. I just wanted to say thank you all for joining me. There are going to be timestamps in the description box below, so you can skip around, find your sign, skip all the other boring signs. And one more thing, I am available for personal readings. You could find that information in the description box below also. So let's start with Aries. All right. Hey Aries, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what we have for you this week. The overall energy for your reading this week, Aries. Strength, Leo. There's a solar eclipse this week in Leo. That could have something important to do with you guys. Let's see what else. The person on your mind, their feelings for you this week. The Six of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person. Ten of Wands. What does this person want with you, Aries? The Moon. The full solar eclipse in the moon. Look at that. And what you don't see coming from the eclipse, Seven of Swords, and your advice, Page of Pentacles. Okay, Aries, it looks like this week the overall energy is you being super firm about something. Um, Strength can talk about having a lot of self-control, being kind of solid as a rock, getting your courage up to do something. You have this person here who's showing up as the Six of Pentacles, who is wanting an even give and take, wanting to reciprocate something. You, however, feel like this is a heavy burden. You feel like this is a heavy load. You're not so sure that you want this obligation. As far as what this person wants for you, it's hidden under the moon. So we're going to have to clarify to find out even what that means. What you can expect from them and you don't see coming, you have the Seven of Swords. That's some sort of deception. That's some sort of sneaking around. That's some sort of trying to get away with something. And your advice is the Page of Pentacles. We'll get to that. So let's check out the Strength card to start. That's clarified with the Hangman, Eight of Pentacles, and Justice. Yeah, I really feel like you're holding somebody accountable here for something this week. This person in your energy with the Six of Pentacles, that could also talk about breadcrumbing or kind of stringing someone along. It can also mean like giving to get in a way. And I see you over here with the Ten of Wands saying like, this is too much for me. I don't want this obligation. I don't need to feel this burden somehow. I don't know who this person is, but it seems like you're standing really firm with your boundaries this week and saying, I'm not really here for it. I'm willing to like work on something with you, but I don't want to be stuck carrying this heavy. I don't want us to be stuck carrying the load. Like, I'm going to need your assistance. I'm going to need your help. Excuse me. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles for the person on your mind, their feelings towards you. You get the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I'm really getting that they are this is going to be a battle of the wills. This person is the Emperor, your strength. That's your energy, Aries energy, Leo energy, two fire signs under the Leo solar eclipse. This is going to be a battle of the wills for you. I don't know what this is about. Page of Pentacles doesn't really tell me much. It just says like has something to do with something you value or something that they value. Um, but yeah, you're really holding each other's feet to the fire here. As far as whatever this is, I see you wanting the truth of something. I see you wanting to make a decision. So this person has the Two of Swords, which tells me that they're not going to make whatever decision this is, that it's going to be up to you to sort this out and to set those boundaries with this person and to really take control, even though it also looks like they want to have control over the situation. Let's see about your feelings for them, the 10 of Wands. You get the Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Moon, which is also what they want from you. So you have what they want. Go figure. Um, this is, this is about some sort of pain associated with some sort of heartbreak. Looks like you guys are having a battle of the wills at the moment, and it's painful and it hurts and it feels heavy. The whole thing feels very heavy coming from your end. And from their end, honestly, it seems like they're kind of poking the bear a little bit. Um, I I think it's confusing you a little bit with the moon here twice. There's something here about um not being able to see what's going on clearly, or getting mixed signals, or mixed feelings about something. Let's just go ahead and clarify the moon for what they want from you. You get the Five of Swords, Queen of Wands, that's Sagittarius, and Ace of Pentacles. It kind of seems like they don't even know what they want from you. It's like they know they want something, and they're here saying, I'll fight you for it. I'll fight you for what you have. I want you to be here, but I also want to argue with you. I also want to um, feel some sort of tension. I'm wondering if, because the moon is here twice, you have it, that's what they want from you. I'm wondering if there's some sort of withdrawal, and you can reverse the roles if it fits, but somebody's withdrawing a little bit, and I think it's you. And this person is saying no, like, I want you, Aries. And that's what they're saying, but you're saying, like, I have to take a step back because this is really heavy, or you're not pulling your weight, or I need something from you that you're not giving to me. And then so this person is like, well, if Aries is going to pull back, I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to show up here and fight for it. Let's look at the Seven of Swords for what you can expect. I don't like this card for what you can expect and what you don't see coming, because it's already what you don't see coming. It's already sneakiness. It's already some sort of deception. You get the Tower, King of Cups, and the World card. I think something's coming to an end here. And eclipses have a way of bringing things to an end that need to end, that need to expire, basically. If you're having some sort of conflict with someone who is pushing your buttons and not allowing you to take space, then surely I can see the eclipse eclipsing that out. The Tower, the Tower, along with the Seven of Swords, is just betrayal of some sort. I hope that's not what you don't see coming. Um, I do get a little bit of like vindictive energy from this other person. So I would just watch out for that. And the World card is starting over. It's beginning a whole new cycle. So this could also be the type of relationship or friendship or family member, job, who you've been in this cycle with for many moons, who you're kind of used to it. You could have seen this movie before, basically. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles for your advice. And you get the Nine of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, I see you. Your advice is to go easy, just to be um like strength, the overall energy of a velvet glove. What's the what's the saying? It's an iron fist and a velvet glove. Go easy, feign innocence if you have to, and start making a plan for the future. Like, don't get sucked into this energy here. Let's get a couple of the Moonology cards, since we're talking about the eclipse after all. see what else we have for you. Okay. New moon in Virgo. It's time to give rather than to take. And super moon, emotions are running high. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting from this. I'm getting that emotions are running very high for this other person. They could be high for you as well because you do have the Three of Swords. But I also see you being a little bit more mature about the whole thing. Um, Not that this person's showing up immature in any way. It just feels like you have already made a decision, or this person's already made a decision if the roles are reversed, to take a step back and to extricate yourself out of any dramatic eclipse, super moon thing that's happening here. So this person, whoever this is, should meet your energy and take a cue. Anyways, Aries, that's what I have for you. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye. Hey, Leo. Thanks for joining me. Let's jump right in and see what we have for you guys. We know that we have a solar eclipse in Leo this week on the 12th coming up. That's going to be a big one. And also, happy birthday. What do we have for Leo, please? The overall energy for your reading, the Knight of Pentacles. The person in your energy, their feelings for you this week. Wheel of Fortune. Your feelings for them. Three of Pentacles. What does this person want from you, Leo? King of Wands. And what you don't see coming. Ten of Wands. And your advice. Three of Cups. Leo, you have two threes here. Let's see. The overall energy for your reading is the Knight of Pentacles. That's you taking something slow, being methodical, careful, trying to build something or find value in something. As far as the person in your energy, their feelings for you, they have the Wheel of Fortune. They want something to change. They need something to turn around, or this could also be about some sort of cycle with this person. Your feelings for them, you have the Three of Pentacles. This isn't big feelings. This is small feelings. It's you cooperating. It's you being willing to show up and you know get, lend a helping hand. This could be about work. We'll see. As far as what they want from you, they want the King of Wands from you. They want you to be confident. They want you to take control of the situation, whatever that situation is, and they see you as very independent here. Um, what you don't see coming is the Ten of Wands. That's a burden. That's feeling like something's really heavy, like you could use some help from, how you feel. The Three of Pentacles, that's helping. So it's like you feel like this person is maybe not giving the best that they can or not showing up in the best way possible, maybe. And your advice is the Three of Cups. So let's see. What is this Knight of Pentacles about for Leo? The Knight of Pentacles, Leo, is clarified with the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So there's a little bit of conflicting energy here. The Eight of Wands is something happening really fast, and then the Knight of Pentacles is really slow. There's some sort of disjointment here with this energy. It seems like you are trying to see some sort of growth happening in a situation. It's happening slowly, but maybe it's you would like things to speed up a little bit. You're feeling like you're feeling like this person isn't pulling their weight in some way, and you'd like to see that speed up here because you do have a passionate something towards them. I'm not going to say it's relationship passion, not yet, But you are dealing with this person on some sort of level where there's some sort of passionate endeavor. Could be project that you're working on. But yeah, it's happening rather slowly, and I think you want it to speed up a little bit. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune for this person, their feelings towards you. You get Temperance, that's Sagittarius, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. It seems like this person is taking their time and going slow because they're trying to stay balanced in some way. I do see things shifting. So if it was going a little bit quicker before, that's why it's slowing down. Or if it was going really slowly before, things are turning around and they will start to speed up a little bit. But temperance is really about balance and moderation and taking your time and not getting involved in a way that's stressful in any way. It's also about can be about taking a therapeutic approach, if that makes any sense to you. The Five of Pentacles, however, is them feeling left out. So it's like they want something to turn around because they feel like you're not connecting. They feel like you are there's like some sort of unsupported energy here where one of you feels unsupported. And I don't know who it is. I but it's like you want things to kind of get rolling here. They want things to turn around as well, but they're feeling like a little left out, a little like getting the cold shoulder a little bit. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles for your feelings towards them. You want to work with them. You're not opposed to it. That's clarified with the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant. I mean, I think that you're committed to this person. You're committed to this project, whatever this is. You have a some sort of commitment to it, and you're not abandoning them in any way. They feel a little abandoned for some reason, but I don't think you are. Um, it's possible that there's been some sort of painful situation here, and you both kind of feel a little left out in the cold. The Ten of Swords is pain. It can look like an ending, but it's not an ending. It's not that I can see anyways, because I still see you wanting to put in time with them, to put in work with them, and you're showing up for it despite the setbacks. Let's look at the King of Wands for what they want from you. They want you to take the lead. If there's been some sort of rupture here, they're looking for towards you to take the lead to put it back together. You get the Five of Cups, Death, and the King of Pentacles. So here's what they want from you, Leo. They don't want to feel like they are in between. So if there's been a rupture here and things have slowed down a little bit or somebody's withdrawn their energy a bit, they want a clear, confident, assertive answer from you where you see this going. I can see that you still are here for it, but they don't know that for some reason. They're not aware. They kind of get the sense that you're pulling out in some way. Um, but what they want from you is to turn it around, and they're looking towards you to do that. They're putting the ball in your court. What you don't see coming is the Ten of Wands. If you are trying to bring this back together, or if you're trying to break it apart, it doesn't matter which one, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be difficult. It's going to feel like a bit of a struggle. But either way, let's see, let's clarify. You get the Emperor, that's Aries, which is so funny because they got strength. They got Leo. The Page of Swords and the Eight of Cups. It looks like what you don't see coming is there's going to be, on somebody's part here, a decision that's made that is hard. It's a hard decision to make, to leave something behind that's no longer working here. That doesn't necessarily mean the relationship as a whole. If this is about work, it doesn't mean quitting. It can mean both those things, but it can also mean leaving behind whatever the tension is that's coming between the two of you. It could be leaving behind what's slowing this down. It could be leaving behind what's speeding it up. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily always have to mean leaving the relationship behind, but it does signal that there's something here that was once of important value that has proven to be a little bit less than it was thought to be, and that's being left behind, and you don't see that coming. Let's look at the Three of Cups for your advice. This is talking about having fun, going out with your friends, partying, just relaxing and celebrating with the people that you care about the most. That's clarified with the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Sun. I feel like there's some heartbreak here. There's some pain in this situation. There is possibly a betrayal of some sort on somebody's part here. And the advice really is to surround yourself with people who care about you, who can take your mind off of whatever this hurtful situation is, and enjoy what's left. You know what I mean? Like, not to hibernate, not to go into hermit mode and disappear from the lives of people who really care about you, but to show up for that as well. Let's see, since we're talking about the eclipse this week, if we have anything else for Leo. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. What else? New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, you have two cards here talking about work. So I do wonder if this is job related or some sort of project related. um, it could be, it doesn't have to be, but either way, it seems like this what you don't see coming, this heavy burden, and your willingness with the Three of Pentacles to put in the work and to show up and to cooperate and whatever that means, it's going to pay off. The end game is bright. So, Leo, thank you for joining me. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we have for you. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what we have this week for Sagittarius, the overall energy. Sagittarius, there is a solar eclipse. In Leo, it's going to affect you. Depending on where your ascendant is, look that up. All right. Your overall energy this week, Sagittarius, you get the Knight of Swords. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, Three of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person, Queen of Wands, that's you. You feel like yourself around this person. As far as what they want from you this week, Queen of Swords. Wow, lots of people here. What you don't see coming, Ten of Wands. Let's see. What's the advice for Sagittarius this week? King of Wands. Holy. Well, Sagittarius, there's a lot going on with a lot of people this week. I can tell you that. You have the Knight of Swords for the overall energy. This is some sort of communication. It can come across a little bit Sagittarius, a little bit blunt, a little bit rude, a little bit to the point, decisive. As far as the person in your energy, their feelings for you, they have the Three of Pentacles. They want to work with you on something. They are down to cooperate, to put in a little time. As far as your feelings for them, you have the Queen of Wands. Your feelings for them is, it doesn't matter if they're going to cooperate or not. You're confident. You're with it. you know, they find you really attractive. I can tell you that. Um, and um, they see you as very independent. So it's like they want to work with you in some capacity, but they see you as very independent, and you're like, yeah, I don't need your help, but if you want, I guess maybe. As far as what they want from you, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is getting to the bottom of something. It could be a little bit critical. It's really getting to the truth. So they're looking to you for some sort of answers here this week. What you don't see coming is it's going to be heavy. It's going to feel like a little bit of a struggle to deal with this, whatever this conversation is, whatever this person is wanting out of you. Um, and I think that you're going to feel possibly a little burdened by it, but we'll see. We'll clarify everything. Your advice is the King of Wands. Your advice is to do you. So let's start clarifying. Let's start with the Knight of Swords, see what this overall energy is about for Sagittarius, please. You know, and whatever this is, it's coming in a little fast, coming in a little hot. I think it's going to feel a little hot when it hits. That's clarified with the Nine of Cups, the Three of Pentacles again, and the Ten of Pentacles. This could have to do with some sort of commitment, not necessarily romantic, but it could be. It could also be work related. Whatever it is, it is this conversation that needs to be had. It's about your stability and your security. It's about your living situation. It's about cooperating with somebody about that in some capacity. And it's going to be eventually a huge weight off your shoulders. Here, what you don't see coming is that it is a huge weight on your shoulders, but once it passes, it actually relieves a lot of tension. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles for their feelings for you this week. You get the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands. It's weird because this is somebody who feels like you belong to them, with them, around them, um, not in like a possessive, your mind way, but more like your family. You're connected in a way that this person doesn't want, you know, to disconnect in any way, which is why they're showing up as the Three of Pentacles. You know, they like, let's cooperate, let's work this out. Um, and they really want to have a good outcome to this conversation, to this situation. They're really rooting for a victory here. However, because the Seven of Swords here, there's some sort of distrust in the situation. It seems like they don't have the utmost of security towards whatever this is. They're feeling like they have to kind of speak sideways about it in a way. Like I'm not sure what this is about, but the Seven of Swords is like lying. It's deception. It's sneaking around. It's trying to get away with something. I'm not seeing that that's what they're doing. I'm just saying there's something in your relationship with this person where that they don't trust completely. Let's look at the Queen of Wands for how you feel. I mean, you feel open to it. I don't think you have anything to worry about. That's clarified with the Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Yeah, I think that the Seven of Swords is here for this other person because you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is somebody who's very private, somebody who doesn't let a lot of their inner world out. And they could be seeing you as a little bit like deceptive, but it's not necessarily so. It's just that you are mysterious in some way to this person. And they're trying to like figure it out in some way. As far as the Four of Cups being attached to you, I think that this person has disappointed you. You feel disappointed by them. something's happened here where you know, you feel rejected, or like they've given you the cold shoulder. I don't see it affecting you in a sense that like you're heartbroken or anything about it, but you're, because you're standing really confident and sure of yourself, but there is a lingering feeling here of like, this person's not really available for me the way that I'm available for them. The Queen of Wands is super open, super confident, and also like very optimistic. And this person, if they've given you the cold shoulder in the past, or if they've rejected you in the past, or if they haven't let you in the way that you want to go deep, especially with the High Priestess here, the High Priestess goes deep. If this person is not deep, if this person is trying to have some sort of like superficial situationship with you, then you're not here for it. And I think that um, that could be the case with them having the Three of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands clarifying you, and the Knight of Wands is, you know, somebody who wants a little bit of passion. Let's look at the Queen of Swords for what they want with you. They want some sort of truth. They want to hear your truth. They want to figure out this mysterious side of you. That's clarified with the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and you again, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're really trying to figure out what is happening with you. I don't know if you've withdrawn your energy from them at some point, and you're out of contact, and they're like, I wonder, I have to know what Sagittarius is up to. I need to figure out how they feel about me. Um, they're trying to turn this around. They want to have this conversation about it. I don't think it's going to be um, what you expect, because I really think that the whole motivation behind this conversation is them just trying to see inside of you in some way. I feel like there's been some sort of situation here where your energies have withdrawn from each other, and they want to reconnect in some small way. It's not big. It's not big revolutionary come back to me, Sagittarius. But it is like, before I do anything else, I just need to know where Sagittarius stands. Let's see the Ten of Wands for what you don't see coming. You have the Star card, that's Aquarius, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, I just I see you finding this irritating in some way. um, I think you're open to hearing them out. I think you're open to exploring whatever this is with them, because I think you have big love for them, and I think that um, you see like you have a vision of them with you in some way with the Star card, and they could be like kind of your wish come true, or you could have wished for them to reach out at some point and want to reconnect with you. And I think that it is equal parts what you want, and it's also heavy because there's been some sort of rupture in the past. Your advice is the King of Wands, which is take the lead, take control of the situation. You get the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is really talking about persevering through this, not letting it get to you, not letting it take you down, um, holding on to yourself, holding on to your butt a little bit, and staying in your power. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. So let's see what the moon this week, the eclipse, has in store for you. It's funny because what you don't see coming, you have the Star card, that's Aquarius. This eclipse is the Leo Aquarius axis. And eclipses are things that you don't see coming. Okay. What else for Sagittarius, please, this week? Clarify this for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, new moon in Leo. Whoa. Confidence is your key to success. Okay. And the energy is gaining momentum. So, yeah, I do feel like this is a long awaited conversation, a long awaited meeting of the minds in some way. And you're here standing in your power, like we've already talked about. That's your advice. And confidence is key. So, just be yourself. Be yourself. It's gaining momentum. The Knight of Swords, that's gaining momentum. That's the overall energy. And confidence is key. That's something to keep in mind. So, Sagittarius, that's what we have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Cancer. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. What do we have for Cancer for this week, please? Okay, Cancer. This week, the overall energy, Queen of Wands. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, Four of Wands. Your feelings for this person, Knight of Cups. Their intentions towards you this week, Ten of Wands. And what you don't see coming, Three of Wands. It's a lot of passion here, lots of wands. What's the advice for Cancer this week? Two of Pentacles. Okay, Cancer. You have the overall energy of your week being that of independence, confidence, charm, grace. You are this whole situation, whatever's going on here, you're feeling very confident in it, and there's just an overall feeling of calm. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, they see a future with you. They are excited about a future with you. They have the Four of Wands. This is somebody who feels like you belong together. As far as your feelings for them, you feel the same way. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is, somebody who's charmed, somebody who's charming, somebody who is a lover. This is a knight in shining armor. This is like you wanting to just be with them and romance them and experience the whole deal. Their intentions towards you this week is interesting. Their intentions towards you is the Ten of Wands. That's heavy. That's heaviness. Um, that can feel like obligation. That can feel like carrying a heavy load. So I would say their intentions towards you this week is to lay it on thick. As far as what you don't see coming, Three of Wands. Excuse me. Three of Wands is making a plan. So because their feelings for you is the Four of Wands, and what you don't see coming is the Three of Wands, there's a possibility that you guys start making a plan to like move this to the next level. Your advice is the Two of Pentacles. We will get to it. So let's start with the Queen of Wands as the overall energy. I think you guys are feeling really confident about each other, about the relationship, about the direction it's going. It's a very good energy, Cancer. That's clarified with the Moon, the Devil, and the Lovers. This is like exactly what Aquarius got for something. Could be dealing with Aquarius, but the Moon this week is in a full solar eclipse in Leo. That is going to shake things up quite a bit. Solar eclipses usually cut things out of your life that you don't need anymore, bring things in that are necessary. It seems like this week there's a lot of confidence here because you're in love or you're moving in that direction, or you've chosen somebody and they've chosen you. There's a choice that's been made here to be together with somebody, and that choice has so much confidence behind it, nobody's questioning it whatsoever. But with the Moon and the Devil here, there's something that is a little bit hidden, out of sight, out of mind. I don't know what that is. It could just be that there is, a little bit of confusion surrounding something. It could also be because you guys look so intensely into each other, a little bit of obsession with each other, which can lead to not being like the healthiest thing, but in the moment, you're very sure of this whole thing. Let's look at the Four of Wands for their feelings for you. They feel like you belong together. They're excited to be together. That's clarified with the Magician, the Eight of Wands, and the Empress. Yeah, they're like obsessed with you here. They think that you're just the greatest. They think that you are the most beautiful, the most nurturing, the biggest and the baddest. Like they really have a lot of love for you here, and they also feel like they've manifested you into their life. They feel like they are getting some good karma for something that they've done in the past. They just see you as the one. And I think it's hit them really quickly. I don't think that this is something that's been happening for a long time, or if it has, it's quickly hitting them now again. Like it's coming back around. You have the Knight of Cups for your feelings for them. That's clarified with the Nine of Cups, Judgment, and Strength. That's Leo. That's the eclipse is in Leo. So I'm getting here that, you know, this could be a reconciliation. This could be somebody who you've dealt with in the past. Um, and you're just like on cloud nine. You can't believe that it's come back together. You're so enthusiastic about this whole situation. You feel content. You feel satisfied. You feel like you both mutually between the two of you, you both feel like you're being rewarded with each other. Like you are each other's prize. I'm wondering about this Ten of Wands, why that's the intentions. You have the Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Knight of Cups again. So here's what their intentions are. Their intentions are to help lighten your load. Their intentions are to take some weight off your shoulders. Their intentions are to show up as a partner and to put in work for you, to balance you out, to help you in some type of way. If you have like a lot of children, if you have a lot of jobs, if you have a lot of obligations that you are responsible for, they're here to say like I'm here to help, basically. Let me take some of this off of you. That's what I'm here for. What you don't see coming is the Three of Wands. This is you being on board. This is you taking a chance. This could also be a little bit of a delay in something. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're it's like you're waiting for this whole thing to get going in some capacity. Seems like it's here, but you're also kind of saying like, let's move it on. Like, let's go to the next level. Let's take it to the next place. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. And what you don't see coming is that they're ready. Like it's going into the next stage. There's a change happening within the relationship, but it's in a positive direction and it's towards building that foundation. It's towards um, planting those new seeds. You both see the potential, and the potential is being exacerbated into the future. The advice is the Two of Pentacles. The advice is keep all those plates spinning. Whatever, it looks like you have a lot going on. It looks like they're here to help, and it's like just keep it all going. That's clarified with the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. Yeah, it's like if you guys work together, working together is the advice. It's going to get you far. It's going to get you to the Ten of Cups, which is ultimately total bliss. It's unconditional love. It's belonging to your family unit, whatever that means, you know? And there's some sort of intuition here with you guys where like like you have an intuitive understanding of like how you can help each other. But that's what the advice is. Let's see what else we can get for you. We're using Moonology cards because of the eclipse. Anything else for Cancer? Cancer, you get the new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. What else for Cancer? New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. It's so interesting. Like, it's a new moon eclipse and everybody's getting new moon cards. There's been no full moon cards whatsoever. Um, yeah, this is a new romantic cycle. This is a leveling up of whatever's going on here. And I think that meditate and contemplate is just letting you know, like, help is on the way. You can take a rest. You can take a load off. You don't have to go it alone. So, Cancer, that's what I have for you this week. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Scorpio. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we have for you this week. What's the overall energy for Scorpio this week? You guys are doing well. The overall energy this week, Six of Pentacles. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, Wheel of Fortune. Your feelings for them, Six of Cups. Their intentions towards you, Five of Pentacles. What you don't see coming, Eight of Wands. And your advice, Ace of Wands. So, Scorpio, this week you are having some sort of exchange with someone that you want to see fair and balanced. You want to make sure that everything is giving and receiving in equal ways. As far as their feelings for you this week, they have the Wheel of Fortune. Something about their feelings is changing. I don't know which direction that goes. It could be for the better, for the worse, for now, for a long time. It could also talk about divine timing in your situation. We're going to clarify everything. Your feelings for them is the Six of Cups. You feel like this is one of your soulmates. You feel like you guys have a connection that is like no other. You could feel like you want to reconnect with them if you're disconnected. We're going to find out. As far as their intentions with you this week, you have the Five of Pentacles. They intend to be a little bit separate from you this week for some reason. I get a sense that they don't feel supported. This Six of Pentacles here for the overall situation, there's a lack of support somewhere. As far as what you don't see coming, the Eight of Wands, that's something that's coming in hot. That's something that's coming in fast. You don't see it coming because it's happening so fast, and it's like boom, lightning out of nowhere. As far as your advice, you have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands, and we'll get to that. But let's start with the Six of Pentacles for the overall energy. There's a lack of reciprocity here with someone that needs balanced. Turn my degrees. Bubba, it's okay. It's okay. There's somebody outside sweeping. Unacceptable. All right, for the Six of Pentacles, it's clarified with the Seven of Cups, the Six of Pentacles again, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are in separation. Someone here feels left out in the cold, like there's no reciprocity, there's no equal give and take. Somebody might even feel a little bit breadcrumbed. Um, yeah, I'm getting a breadcrumb vibe here. I don't know who's on which side of this, but it seems like this isn't fully closed off. There's still somebody's keeping this as an option. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune for the person in your energy, their feelings towards you. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified with the Sun, the Queen of Wands, that's Sagittarius, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that this person is hoping to bring this back together. They want something to change here. They want to see things turn around. They have gone to some sort of turning point where they have nothing but like good memories of you. The Queen of Wands here really represents how they're looking at you, and they see you as this like super confident, hot, independent, um, you know, um, charming person. And that's what's on their mind. That's how they're feeling. And you feel like they're a soulmate. You guys seem to be in a situation where there's a separation, but you both want to come back together. Let's see the Six of Cups for Scorpio's feelings. You have the Four of Cups, Death, and the Five of Cups. This is painful to you. This has been a painful situation. Um, there's a lot of grief here. There's a lot of feeling like this is dead and done and there's no coming back from it. And potentially like you lost somebody who's supposed to be a part of your life. But that's not necessarily the case because the Six of Cups is a reconnection. It's a reconciliation. It is a desire to reunite. But there is a lot of sadness here, and I feel like there's a bit of emotional unavailability coming from this other person. Their intentions is the Five of Pentacles. They intend this week to stay at a distance. That's clarified with the King of Cups, the Lovers, and Judgment. But here's the thing. All three of these cards that just came out are all reconciliation cards. They are all talking about how much love this person has for you, how they want to bring this back together, how they're going to choose you in the end. This week, I don't know why this week, there's still some sort of separation. They could be like on a vacation. They could be tied up doing something else and not able to reach out to you in some type of way. But their intention this week is to keep it that way. And I'm wondering if they're preoccupied and it's not possible because that's not the desire whatsoever. Let's see the Eight of Wands for what you don't see coming. You get the World card, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. I think what this is here, what you don't see coming, it's coming in fast. Like I said, this is going to happen really quickly. It's going to be a little bit unexpected. Um, they're going to want to hit the reset button here, is what I'm getting. They have walked away, left the relationship behind. They felt like they weren't getting what they needed. They felt like the reciprocity wasn't there. There was some sort of unequal give and take. Um, one of you wasn't feeling supported, might have been this person, but what you don't see coming is this turning around and hitting this reset. There's a sense of wanting to start over, wanting to have a better start this time, and a real tenacity of persevering through the separation. Your advice is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is open the door, let the new opportunity in. That's clarified with the Page of Cups, the Devil, and the Ten of Coins. Yeah. If this is going to restart, if you guys are going to repair whatever's been ruptured here, the advice is start fresh. Don't bring the baggage from the old relationship into the new one. Clear all of it out and start over as if you just met for the first time. That's really the advice here. I'm going to pull a couple of these Moonology cards since we're dealing with the eclipse this week. What else do we have for Scorpio? Scorpio, you get the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. What else for Scorpio, please? First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. That's what I'm getting here too. Like this is not a permanent separation. This is a test, not necessarily by this other person, but like from the universe to see what happens when because this is a soulmate connection. What happens when you are in separation? How do you bring it back together? How do you restart this thing? So, Scorpio, that's what we have this week. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. I hope you're doing well. What do we have for Pisces this week? What's the overall energy this week for Pisces? Pisces, you get the Knight of Wands. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, Queen of Pentacles. Your feelings for them, the Hermit. Their intentions with you this week, King of Swords. Pisces, there's a lot of people here. What you don't see coming, Five of Pentacles. And your advice, Ten of Swords. Okay, well, Pisces, this week, the overall energy is the Knight of Wands. This is a very passionate endeavor that you are immersing yourself in. We're going to clarify everything. The person on your mind, their feelings for you is the Queen of Pentacles. They feel like you're a very stable, secure person. They feel like you kind of have it all together, and you're very caring and kind. Your feelings for them is the Hermit. You feel like you don't want to have anything to do with them this week for some reason. This week, you are focused on whatever this passionate project, endeavor, mission is that you're on, and you are keeping your distance. As far as their intentions with you this week, they have the King of Swords. They intend to get some sort of information out of you this week. They want answers to something. They want clear communication with you. Sorry about that. What you don't see coming this week, the Five of Pentacles. You're feeling a little bit disconnected. You're feeling a little bit unsupported. And the advice is the Ten of Swords, and we'll get to that. So let's take a look at the Knight of Wands for the overall energy. You get the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're leaving something behind this week to go towards something else. You already have an idea of what that something else is, but you know that something needs to be released in order to take this other thing on. You're leaving it behind because it no longer serves you, and it's making you feel trapped in some sort of way. It's almost like it makes you feel a little bit helpless. So you don't want anything to do with it anymore. So you're piecing out. You've got a new idea. You're jumping ship. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles for the person in your energy, their feelings for you. You get Death, the Five of Cups, and Judgment. I'm getting a sense here that there's been a separation. You guys have gone in opposite directions, and this person is very upset about it. They have a lot of guilt. They have a lot of regret. They're feeling like they can't move on. They're totally clinging to this in a way, and they would love to see it come back together. I don't know what the possibility of that is yet, but that's what they want. You're the Hermit over here, keeping your distance. You're trying to understand something. You're trying to figure out something here. That's clarified with the Three of Wands, the Fool, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to go in a totally new direction. You're taking a leap of faith towards something. The overall energy being the Knight of Wands is like, I'm off and I'm heading straight towards something. I don't know what that something is, but it's like you've already made up your mind, and the Fool's like, here we go. And we're off. The Three of Wands also is usually like, I'm exploring this. I'm going to explore this. I'm on board. I'm taking a chance. The person on your mind's intentions towards you as the King of Swords, they want clarity about something. You get the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Star. They want to know if there's a chance here. They want to know, do you see this ever coming back together? Do you see this as your wish fulfillment? Because it is for them. You know, they intend to try to sweep you off your feet at some point. But first, they want clarity. They want to have a conversation. Why is the Five of Pentacles what Pisces doesn't see coming? You get the Tower, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. I don't know what this is. I'm sure you do. If there is to be a conversation, it's going to be a disaster. You know, it's going to be a tower moment. It's going to feel like a sudden shift is happening, and it's going to feel like the end, closure. It's done. I don't know if it's closure and it's done, but it's going to feel like that. There might just be like a lot of anger here, a lot of discourse of some sort. The Queen of Swords doesn't mince words, gives it to you straight. You know, they intend to have the King of Swords here, which is coming at you. And I think in return, you're like, you want to know? Okay, well, here's what it is. And I think it causes a rupture of some kind. And your advice now, when I was looking at the advice earlier, I'm like, how would the advice be the Ten of Swords? That makes no sense for anybody. But here it makes perfect sense. The advice is accept the rupture, accept it, not to fight it. Clarify the Ten of Swords, please. You have the Four of Wands, the Hangman, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is just saying like, look, remember the good times. Don't engage. Don't engage in any type of battle, any sort of conflict, any sort of like self-interested jabs towards one another. If this is what is happening, it's really just saying accept the inevitable. Which it seems like from where I'm sitting, the roles could be reversed, but from where I'm sitting, it seems like you kind of initiated this, so it's not like you have to accept defeat. It's like, this is what I wanted. Maybe not in this way. What else do we have for Scorpio? Um, Pisces, sorry. Maybe you're dealing with Scorpio. Um, I'm using the Moonology cards because the eclipse on the 12th. This could all go down around the 12th. This is very eclipse material here. You have full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This does look tough. What else for Pisces, please? New moon in Capricorn. You have full moon and new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So, Pisces, I hope this resonated, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Gemini. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what we have for you this week. I'm going to start with the overall energy for Gemini, please. Okay, Gemini, the overall energy this week, you have the moon. Very appropriate for the eclipse on the 12th. For the person in your energy, their feelings for you this week. Seven of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person this week. High Priestess. What this person wants from you this week. The Star. That's Aquarius. You have Aquarius and Cancer twice so far. And what you don't see coming. Queen of Pentacles. And your advice. Two of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, this week there is the eclipse, and it is going to affect you disproportionately, is what it looks like here. So that's on the 12th. That's for you to look up where your rising sign is, which house the eclipse is going to hit you in. As far as the overall energy here, something's hidden from you. You don't see something. You are feeling like confused by something. You're getting mixed signals somehow. There's a lot, so this is like some very shadowy, mysterious energy here. The person in your energy, their feelings for you is the Seven of Pentacles. They are taking stock of something. They are trying to figure out what their options are, what's expected here, what the value of this relationship is to them. You have the High Priestess for your feelings for them. You are not letting them in whatsoever. You're keeping it all very to yourself, close to your chest. You're just sitting back and kind of like observing and waiting to see what happens here. What they want from you is the Star. They want to come straight to you. They want you're their wish fulfillment. They find you like a vision, the light at the end of the tunnel. What you don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles. This is stability. This is security. This is feeling safe with someone. Your advice is the Two of Pentacles. We'll get to it. So let's start with the moon. Let's clarify the moon for Gemini. The moon's clarified with the Three of Pentacles. This card keeps coming up for everyone. The Queen of Pentacles, which is also what you don't see coming, and Justice. I think that, you know, you have some sort of relationship with this person, and it could be work, doesn't have to be romantic. We'll see. Yeah, there's something here that you're kind of wondering, like, is something here fair, or is like there's some sort of cause and effect, and and it's like you're not able to see one or the other. You're able to see the cause but not the effect, or you're able to see the effect and not the cause. And it's because it's all hidden under this moon here, and the moon is like, um you know, it can be like hidden motives. I'm just wondering if the overall energy this week is somebody has hidden motives. It's being exposed under the eclipse, and there has to be some sort of reckoning because of it. Justice, some sort of decision made, some sort of finding out the truth. Let's see the Seven of Pentacles for the person in your energy, their feelings. They have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. So that's Leo. You have the Sun, the Moon, and the Star here. Gemini. A lot going on this week with you. They're trying to see the value of something, and they can't assess it. It's like they have like like let's say they have like a baseball card collection, and they've gone on 12 different websites, and every website's assessing the value. It's something different, and it's confusing them, and they're not sure what the real answer is. They're not sure what the truth is. So this is their energy. They're not sure about something. And it's like they're not even coming, they're not coming to you to get clarity because they feel like you're inaccessible. But they do have hope for the situation. They have lots of hope. Let's clarify the High Priestess for you. You get the Fool, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Wands. You you're not taking action here because there is something hidden. It's like this person is looking to find out an answer to one question, and you're trying to figure out an answer to another question, but you guys aren't dealing with each other directly, and it's creating this very confusing, shadowy experience for the two of you this week. You I think that you want to go towards them. I think you want to take a leap of faith with this person because you have some sort of connection with them. Like you are excited about having them in your future in some way, but at the same time it's causing you a lot of anxiety, it's causing you a lot of stress. So that's why withdrawn a little bit because you're trying to alleviate this heavy feeling. But I do see you wanting to break out of that this week. Let's look at the star for what they want from you. They want a clear path. You know, they want to remain hopeful and they want a clear pathway. That's clarified with the Magician, that's you, the Devil, that's Capricorn, and the Five of Pentacles. Gemini. There's something happening in this situation that is so dark. And I don't mean like evil. I just mean like it's it's impossible to see clearly. And maybe you feel the same way. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of mixed signals in this connection, or there's a lot of double speak, or a lot of something that is creating a lot of confusion. There's the Devil and the Magician can really be like an illusionist in a way, like somebody trying to manipulate some sort of situation. And this person wants this clear pathway with you. They have a lot of hope here, but I'm wondering if they're going about it in a way that's making you feel unsafe, which is why you've pulled back your energy from them. And it's so weird because what you don't see coming is the sense of safety and security. I'm really wondering if this is some sort of like big misunderstanding between the two of you. The Queen of Pentacles, clarify with the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. Something needs cleared up between the two of you. I don't know what it is. This still very well could be about work. I'm really not sure, but what I am sure of is that the truth needs to come out. You guys need to be able to feel a sense of safety and security enough with each other to have an honest conversation where neither of you feel like you need to hold back information or manipulate information in some way. Yeah, I think what you don't see coming is actually this sense of safety and security comes from detaching from this situation and going like more inside. That's what's going to bring about the safety and security and the feeling of there being some sort of growth within this connection. Sometimes separating yourself from the connection is the pathway to growth, just, outside of it. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles for your advice. Your advice is clarified with the moon. Jeez Louise, the High Priestess, Gemini. Oh no, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I mean, your advice here is so crazy. I've never seen somebody get advice like this. Your advice here is to be as the least transparent as possible. To your intuition here with your feelings towards this person has been correct the whole time, which is to not let them in your orbit. Um, Wild. Yeah, your advice is to not have this conversation. Your advice is to not allow this person to get anywhere near you for some reason. I don't know what this is about, but you have some sort of intuition about it, and it's correct. The Seven of Swords is lying and deception. The moon can also be lying and deception. It's definitely deception. It's definitely like something being hidden from you. And the High Priestess is also somebody who doesn't disclose information, somebody who doesn't let anybody in, somebody who's not acting, somebody who is doing things like below the surface. And there's like some very sneaky, deceptive energy here. And your advice is to not connect with it. Let's see what else we have. We're using the Moonology deck this week because of the eclipse. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So, yeah, this seems like this is a tough cycle. And the energy with it is cyclical. It's something, if this isn't your first rodeo with this person, you've seen this movie before. As far as nothing is yet set in stone, I feel like, you know, this person is really trying to pull this back together in some way, or get something from you in some way that's a little bit nefarious, I think. And yeah, I don't see this. I don't see this closing. I mean, it says that a tough cycle is coming to an end, but I don't see it happening this week. I feel like this is just going to be another spin around the block. But you let me know, Gemini. This is what I have for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Libra. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we have for you this week. I hope you guys are doing well. What's the overall energy for Libra this week? Libra, you get the world, the person in your energy, their feelings for you this week. 7 of Cups. Your feelings towards them. Knight of Wands. Their intentions towards you this week. 5 of Swords. What you don't see coming. 5 of Wands. And the advice. 3 of Cups. So, Libra, this week you have some big shifts happening. The World card for the overall energy is telling me that there's a new beginning, that's something's coming to a close, something else is starting. It could be hitting the restart button in some way, but we'll see. We're going to clarify everything. This person's feelings for you, they think you're the S. They think that you are just the best. But it's not because they know that. It's because they're idealizing you a little bit. They see you through rose-colored glasses, and they've put you on this pedestal. Your feelings towards them is the Knight of Wands. You like them. You're very you have a lot of a lot of hot feelings for them. You you find them very charming, and there's some sort of like passionate exchange happening between the two of you. Their intentions towards you this week is interesting. It's the 5 of Swords. They are intending to do something this week that is not good for them. I don't know if it's because they just think that you're so so incredible that they don't want to lose you. So there's a little bit of like manipulative tinkering going on, but we'll clarify. And what you don't see coming is the 5 of Wands, which is, yeah, being a little disappointed, feeling a little bit like you have some sort of misunderstanding between the two of you, but we'll see. Let's clarify the world for Libra. Libra, the world is clarified this week with the Tower, the 2 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. I'm getting a sense that there's a new cycle beginning this week because one has come to an end, and that ending was abrupt. That ending was shocking to you. There was some sort of like quick exit that was taken. And yeah, it was like a very sudden change, and now a new cycle has to begin in its place because that one collapsed. This has to do with a partnership. I don't know if it's this person or somebody else, but you are setting off on a new journey this week. Person in your energy has the Seven of Cups. That's clarified with. This is this is a little bit of confusion in a way. Like it's magical thinking. It's clarified with the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. I'm wondering if this is the same person that this Tower moment happened with, because it kind of seems like they're feeling a little bit in denial about it. They're experiencing a little bit of denial with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands. That's just somebody who is uh, really not giving up and preserving in the wake of this tower, um, despite the pain and despite the collapse. They're very determined here to see something happen here between the two of you this week. You have the Knight of Wands. I don't think that, I don't know what's happened here, but you still have a lot of love for this person, or a lot of lust at the very least. You have Justice, the Hermit, and the Ace of Wands. I think that maybe that you are in a situation where you feel like you've been done wrong in some way by this person, so you have withdrawn, essentially, is what I'm getting here. Um, you've withdrawn. They are not going to let you, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever one. Um, a new cycle starting. I don't know if this is a recycle, but either way, you've withdrawn your energy. Their intentions towards you is the Five of Swords. You have the Empress, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's something here. They're intending to um it's almost like, it almost feels like stalking, honestly. um I hate to say that, but I just think that they're kind of obsessed with you here. And whatever they're planning to do, it's a little sneaky, it's a little bit nefarious, it's a little bit manipulative, but it's because they think that you're the absolute greatest, and they want this to grow. They don't want it to end. What you don't see coming is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is misunderstandings, disagreements, hassles, annoyances. You get the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Moon. I think what you don't see coming is um how disruptive this is going to be, or can be, or could turn into in some way. This is very disruptive, impulsive energy, where I do feel like there's some spying going on. And I think that this person is very determined and very stressed about the thought of losing you, and will do whatever possible by any means possible, even if it means ultimately like harming themselves. I don't mean like self-harm, I mean like their reputation in some way. Your advice is the Three of Cups. Your advice is to surround yourself with people who love you, who care for you, and just be with them. I'm starting to get like a very weird vibe from this person. From this person. Yeah, it's clarified with the Three of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's some sort of like entrapment feeling, like like um not being able to make a move without being watched. Your advice here is to be with the people who love you, who be with people who care for you. Try to have a good time. Try not to allow somebody who outside of your energy to affect you in such a negative way, because that energy that's outside of you is um making you could make you feel helpless if you allow it. And I don't and the advice is to not let that happen, because then you're going to turn into your own worst enemy. Let's see what else. Libra, sorry, this is a little bit of a heavy read. If you resonate with it, sorry you're going through this. But the eclipse is going to magnify this in some way, and it's going to bring it to an end eventually. Okay, Libra. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Certainly. What else? New moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So, if you find yourself not knowing what to do, make a plan and adjust it as needed, is what I'm getting from this. Libra, good luck. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Hey, Aquarius. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we have going on for you this week. What's the overall energy for Aquarius this week? Your overall energy is the Nine of Wands. The person's in your mind's feelings for you this week. The Hermit. Your feelings for this person. Two of Swords. Their intentions with you this week, Aquarius. Six of Swords. What you don't see coming. Ace of Wands. And your advice. The Fool. So, Aquarius, it looks like this week you are sticking to something, putting in a lot of work, feeling like you aren't quite able to give up on something um, that feels a little bit heavy, feels a little bit hard, but you're persevering, and you could be getting to like a point of exhaustion. Something to keep in mind. The person in your energy, their feelings towards you, is the Hermit. I get a sense that you're not communicating with somebody who you're thinking about a lot. The Hermit is, you know, your feelings being the Hermit is like you've gone internal. You're thinking about them all the time, but you're not communicating it. You're not letting it out. Their feelings towards you this week is the Two of Swords. They don't know what to feel because they're not getting anything from you. The Two of Swords is not being able to make a decision. It's refusing to make a decision. It's being in denial a little bit. It's can be some mixed feelings. Their intentions with you this week, they want to get whatever is happening between you, the two of you, into a better place. They want to bring it into calmer waters. The Six of Swords is about picking up the pieces and moving on, not away or to, just in a different way. What you don't see coming is the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity. This is a door opening. This is an enthusiastic, passionate beginning of some sort. Your advice is the Fool, which is take a leap of faith towards whatever passionate new beginning this is. So let's see. Let's see what's going on, Aquarius. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. You're really stuck to something or someone. You have the World, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands is being just totally stuck, not being able to let go. There's something here that you're holding on to that is creating a lot of exhaustion for you. You're tired of hanging on to it. It's almost like you don't want to have to hang on to it, but you just can't let it go. Um, the World card here is interesting because it's not saying to let it go. It's actually saying, is there a way to reset it so it's not causing you so much strife, but you can still hang on to it? Is there another way? That's the overall energy for the week, Aquarius. Let's look at your feelings towards the person on your mind. You know, you're thinking about them kind of constantly, but you've also withdrawn your energy. That's clarified with the Tower, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who you've had a relationship with in the past that ended very quickly, ended very abruptly. It was sudden, it was shocking. You either didn't see it coming or they didn't see it coming. One of you felt like you had the rug pulled out from underneath you, or both of you, and then it just disintegrated. And now you're not in contact with them. You're thinking about them constantly, but you're not sharing that information. The Knight of Wands is here. It's really telling me that your thoughts about them are saucy. Like you remember the good times, you remember the passionate times. You yeah, you have a lot of passion towards this person. But there's been a disconnection and you feel like it just exists in your memory at this point. Let's look at the Two of Swords for your person's feelings, how they feel about you. You get Justice, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands. They see you. They know exactly what you're up to. They intuitively have a sense of what's going on with you. And I think that you're both doing the same thing. I think you're both separated and constantly thinking about the other. They have justice. They want this, they don't they want to make a decision, but they feel like they can't because they're not getting anything from you. You know, it's like they want the truth from you. They want to know how you feel. They want to have this energy exchange with you where it's like cause and effect, you bouncing off of me, bouncing off of you, because I think both of you kind of have this connection where you both know what you're up to. You both know that you're separated. You have to be separated because of this tower thing that happened, but you don't want to be separated because you still have an attachment towards each other in some way. What you don't see coming is the Ace of Wands, and they have the Ace of Wands too. So maybe they're coming towards you and you don't see that coming. Let's look at the Six of Swords for their intentions. Maybe the Six of Swords is their intentions are to bring it to a calmer place, and that is towards you. You get the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this is like been their intentions are to bring it for them. They are struggling here. They are super anxious about this whole situation. They're kind of up all night, ruminating, cycling through whatever's happened. They are stuck to it in the same way that you are. The overall energy being the Nine of Wands, it's all over this thing. It's there's been some sort of trust broken in the situation, it looks like. And the Six of Swords is getting it to a better place. That's this person is just like, I need to get to a better place because I can't be in this energy anymore. I can't feel like this all the time. Let's look at the Ace of Wands for what you don't see coming. You get the Moon, the Devil, and the Lovers. I think here's what you don't see coming. You have the Moon and the Devil. This is very much eclipse energy. This is on the 12th. Something could unfold under the eclipse this week. And I think it's going to spark, ignite your enthusiasm for this. Or your enthusiasm, no, for this. It's the Lovers. If this is your person, if this is the person on your mind, you have the Two of Cups. Now you have the Lovers. I really think that this obsession, I think you guys are kind of like obsessed with each other. I think this obsession with each other is going to like come to light underneath this eclipse, and this passionate new opportunity, new beginning, new start could come together. And that's what you don't see coming. And the advice is to take a leap of faith. Go for it. You know, I can't see what happened underneath the tower here, but what I can see is that there was a tower. And so now there's a trust issue, and all that has to happen is to sort it out, is to get to the bottom of it and rebuild. The tower collapses, sure, but you can always rebuild. Clarify the Fool for the advice. You have the Six of Cups, the Emperor, that's Aries, and you. There you are, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an Aries or a fire sign. This is saying go towards whatever makes your wishes come true. If this is I think that you see this relationship at one point certainly as the light at the end of the tunnel. You saw this as like a hopeful, clear pathway towards love with your soulmate. The Six of Cups here, that's your soulmate. It's saying take a leap of faith towards your soulmate. That's the pathway. That is the way that you're supposed to go. And the Fool in this deck is turned facing back towards the past. This is like a lot of big energy here. This is three major arcanas in your advice, so it's like very strong. It's like saying like listen to this. We all have free will. Let's see if we can get anything else for you guys. We have the Moonology cards in honor of the eclipse. What else for Aquarius, please? New moon in Aries. It's time to take action. What else? New moon. A new start is coming. This is a new moon solar eclipse on the 12th. You have two new moons here. There are two people. And it's saying it's time to take action. A new start. A new start. A new start towards something or someone that you're passionate about. All right, Aquarius, that's what we have for you this week. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Taurus. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what we have for you for this week. What do we have for Taurus this week? What's the overall energy? Oop, Eight of Swords wanted to pop out, so we'll take it. The person in your energy, their feelings for you. Ace of Swords. Your feelings for them. The Hierophant. Their intentions with you this week. Ten of Wands. What you don't see coming. The Fool. And your advice. The Nine of Cups. So, Taurus, it looks like you're feeling a little bit trapped in some way. I don't know what that means, but we're going to clarify everything. As far as the person in your energy, they're feeling Ace of Swords. They want to cut through some sort of confusion. They want to get to the truth. They want to lay everything out on the table and have a discussion about something, possibly this trapped situation that you feel like you're in. You have the Hierophant as your feelings towards them. You're committed to this. You are sticking to it. You're showing up. Their intentions towards you this week, 10 of Wands. This could be helping you lighten your load. This could be trying to lift a burden of some sort. They don't want to struggle with you. What you don't see coming, the Fool, you are taking a leap of faith towards something. You are setting off, you're having a new start, and you're keeping yourself open and you're keeping your faith alive. As far as your advice, you have the Nine of Cups, and we'll get to that. Let's start with the Eight of Swords for the overall energy. You or your person is feeling a little bit like getting in their own way somehow, or something's getting in the way of your connection with this person. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Cups. Sorry, I'm laughing because it's like they show up, you show up, and then love shows up. Yeah, it seems like you guys are both getting in your own way. There's something happening here where you're kind of self-sabotaging, and it's both of you. It's not one of you. It's probably one started it and the other one's reacting to it in some type of way. But um, you can easily pull yourselves out of this by taking your blindfolds off, by just saying like, look, we all have our baggage. We all show up in ways that we wish we didn't. And like, let's let bygones be bygones and start this thing over. They have the Ace of Swords. That's a new beginning. So let's see. I'm getting a sense that they want to just kind of hit the reset button here. Clarify the Ace of Swords for the person on Taurus's mind and their feelings. You have Strength, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Cups. Yeah, they have big feelings here. They have big love towards you, and I think that they also have the strength and tenacity to pull it back together here. They want to have a passionate new beginning with you. They want to show up in a way that is exciting. They want this to be fun. They're very inspired, and also they have a lot of self-control. I think that there's some sort of intensity between the two of you that can go in either direction, but nonetheless, it is here. And that's Leo's card, and we have the solar eclipse in Leo on the 12th. Look out for that. That usually brings things that need to come to an end to an end. If you have the Hierophant, let's clarify the Hierophant. Your feelings towards them, 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit, Four of Swords. It seems like you've kind of said, you've taken a little bit of a pause here. I think whatever this intense energy is between the two of you, it could be like you feel so like passionately into them that you're like, this is a little bit much. I need to pull myself back a little bit before I get too invested into someone that I just started dealing with. The Eight of Swords being the overall energy, this heavily speaks to me personally as an attachment thing. If you have a history of certain patterns in your relationships, I'm sure they do too. And you guys are kind of like feeding your attachment systems right now. And you have the wherewithal to take a step back to kind of let yourself deactivate with the Four of Swords and the Hermit. That's like, I need to go off by myself and think and feel and center. But you're committed to this. Their intentions towards you is the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify that, please. That's clarified with the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Their intentions towards you, look, they're going to give you the space that you asked for, but they're not going to be happy about it. You know, I think they're going to cooperate with whatever. If you've requested that they give you some time, they're going to do that. They're going to let you. But it's like very anxiously like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? If this is a runner chaser situation, Taurus, you're the runner, they're the chaser. And hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but it seems like it's kind of leading up to that. But you have an awareness, and they do as well. And you're both doing what's necessary to avoid the cycle. Let's look at the Fool for what you don't see coming. Four of Wands, the High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles. You know, I think that a little space would do you guys some good. And what you don't see coming is that it jumps off here in the future. I think you have an intuitive sense. There's an intuition between the two of you that this could be something really good and exciting and fresh and fun. And you want to experience that, and you want to experience it together. The Knight of Pentacles being here with the Fool is saying, like, don't be reckless. What you don't see coming is there could be like a reckless energy here, and just pull it back, which it seems like you've already figured out. The Nine of Cups is the advice. The Nine of Cups is to enjoy the time together. Feel contentment, feel satisfaction, feel the good feelings that come along with being with somebody that you like. Don't let the other stuff get in the way. That's clarified with the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Chariot. Yeah, I just get, I just get the sense that like there's stuff that is attached to both of you in your nervous system that is creating whatever the issue is here. I don't even want to say conflict because I don't see any conflict. I just see like internal conflict with both of you. And the advice is not to let that rule supreme. I think you get my point. Let's see what else we have for you, Taurus. Using the Moonology cards in honor of the eclipse. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Full moon, surrender to the divine. That's the advice. What else? Full moon in you, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Everybody's getting this today. It's like everybody's got dreams, but nobody has a blueprint. Make a blueprint. What do you want, Taurus? Make it happen. Anything else? Full moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So, Taurus, I hope this message resonated. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Virgo. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what we have for you this week. I hope you guys are doing well. What do we have for Virgo, please? Your birthday is coming up soon. That's exciting. Virgo, the overall energy for your reading, the Star. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, the High Priestess. As far as your feelings for them, King of Pentacles. Their intentions with you this week, Seven of Wands. And what you don't see coming, Ace of Swords. Your advice, Four of Cups. So, Virgo, it looks like you are having a week where all of your dreams are coming true. I don't know if that's true. But what is happening this week, the overall energy is that you are following a vision of something. You have a new North Star that you are following, and you're on your way. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, is a little bit mysterious. I think you have an intuition about their feelings for you. They have an intuition about your feelings for them, but I don't think it's been spoken about. Your feelings for them the King of Pentacles. You're being very practical, very stable. Um, yeah, I'm getting a sense that this is kind of like a secret crush between the two of you, and it's mutual. Their intentions towards you this week, the Seven of Wands. I think that they are kind of standing their ground. They're holding themselves back, but they're not wavering in any way. What you don't see coming is the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning. This is a conversation. This is getting to the truth, getting everything laid out on the table. There may be a little confession here. Your advice is the Four of Cups, which we will get to. So let's start clarifying the star. The overall energy for your week is faith. You have faith. And you're hopeful. And you see light at the end of the tunnel. The star is clarified with the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. I think that you are in the process of building yourself up. You could have had some sort of disappointment recently, but you're putting in the work, the real work that's required to get you to a place where you can experience this unconditional love with someone, where you can have the happily ever after, and you have a clear pathway. There's nothing obscured here for you. And I think that you are really putting your head down and really putting in the effort. Your feelings, sorry, your person's feelings, the person on your mind, their feelings towards you this week, the High Priestess, clarified with the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. I get the sense here that you are the King of Pentacles, right? They see you as the King of Pentacles. Like they see you. And how beautiful is it to be seen? That's like such a special thing. And I do think that this person sees you for who you are. And they want to build some sort of foundation here. They want to plant a little seed. They maybe want to put out some feelers and see, like, how's Virgo feeling about me? I wonder. Um, but yeah, I think that they see potential here. It could be that they have a lot of choices, a lot of options, but they see the potential here. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles for your feelings towards them. You get the High Priestess. So they get the King of Pentacles, which is you, and you get the High Priestess, which is them. You guys get each other. There's some sort of like weird spiritual connection here. The Queen of Cups, and they get the King. Oh, come on. And the Seven of Swords. I think that you guys really get each other. You really see each other. You really feel like you're connected in a very divine way. Um, and like maybe even a soulmate meeting of sorts. Um, yeah, you just feel like a lot of love for this person. You feel like this person is warm. I think that there is a deep understanding between the two of you. My only concern here is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a little sneaky, and I'm wondering if maybe you feel like they're spying on you somehow to try to get a vibe as to how you feel about them. Could be checking your social media or like, asking friends about you. Let's see what the Seven of Wands is for their intentions with you this week. You have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I think this week you're putting a plan in motion, Virgo. You're starting off in a new direction. You're just getting started. You're just starting to make a plan. You're just starting to figure it out. But you have a goal in mind, which is the Two of Cups. You want a partnership. You want to find somebody who you have this weird connection with, which it seems like you have, and you want to put the plan in motion, and you're not backing down. The Seven of Wands. You are decisively going for it. What you don't see coming is the Ace of Swords. This is getting the confusion out of the way. You get the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think that you are kind of coming out of your little hiding mode, your secret self mode with the High Priestess. You're approaching. You're coming down off the mountain and you're approaching and you're saying, "Hey, here's how I feel." And I think you're being very direct about it. Um, if this isn't you, this is the other person. The roles could certainly be reversed, but the confusion stops this week. Whatever the underlying tension is that's been building up here, I think it's gonna clear this week. Your advice is the Four of Cups. Your advice being the Four of Cups is this could be this could be a little shocking to one or the other of you. If if something comes out and you're not expecting it, it could be a little bit shocking. So the advice is don't emotionally detach from it. Don't tighten up. Don't um, ignore it. Open up. Open up to this. Let's see. Clarify the Four of Cups. You have the Two of Swords, the Devil, and the Chariot. Yeah, I get the sense that like when when you're like keeping a secret for so long, or when you have like a crush for so long, but you don't ever think it's going to be possible, and you kind of put it out of your mind and you move on with your life, and then all of a sudden you find out like, oh, that thing was possible, but you've already emotionally disconnected from it because you didn't want to get hurt and you didn't want to be disappointed. The advice here is you have to open up in order to receive what is meant for you. Staying in that safe, secure bubble where you don't feel like anyone can penetrate your feelings is detrimental. And I'm not even saying that this is you, this could be the other person, but there needs to be some sort of determination to bypass that. Let's get a couple Moonology cards in honor of the eclipse on the 12th. What else do we have for Virgo, please? Virgo, you get new moon eclipse. That's what it is. Expect powerful change. Cool. What else for Virgo? Nobody's gotten that yet. Full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Yeah, come out of hiding, Virgo. Tell the world how you feel. They feel the same way. What else? Anything else for Virgo? Take time out to breathe. If there's some sort of anxiety that you're feeling behind this, just breathe through it. It's going to be okay. You got to come out of hiding, though. All right, Virgo, that's what we have for you this week. I hope it resonated, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Capricorn. Thanks for joining me. Let's get into it. What do we have going on with you guys this week? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. What do we have for Capricorn? The overall energy this week, Capricorn? Five of Wands. Person in your energy, their feelings for you? Ace of Cups. Your feelings for them? Eight of Wands. Their intentions with you this week? Queen of Wands. What you don't see coming? Queen of Pentacles. And your advice? The Magician. All right. So, Capricorn, this week it looks like your overall energy is a little bit turbulent. And I don't mean like emotionally turbulent, but like a little bit of conflict, a little bit of like irritating hassles, like, you know, the power goes out, or I don't know, you stub your toe. It's not a big deal, but it's just like it's a highlight for some reason. The person in your energy, their feelings for you, the Ace of Cups. This is a brilliant new beginning in the love department. This could be having a crush on you. This could be just in the beginning stages of something. This could be not even in the beginning stages of something, but feeling like their love is renewed for you. Your feelings towards them, the Eight of Wands, you feel like something is maybe going a little too fast, or your feelings quickly developed for this person. Either way, their intentions with you this week is the Queen of Wands. They want to show up really confident. They want to show up really cool. They want to just give you the best of them. What you don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be like a very solid, stable, long-term deal you got going on here. Your advice is the Magician. Gonna make something happen. So let's start clarifying. Let's see what the Five of Wands is about for the overall energy. You guys could be debating something and kind of going back and forth, not being able to come to some sort of like meeting of the minds. Let's see. Tell me about the Five of Wands, please. You get the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it just seems like you guys are having like a one of you, it's like on one hand you want to get something started, you want to invest in something, and on the other hand you want to take a breather. So it's like this could be a relationship between you and somebody else, or you and it could be a job, it could be a family member, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's like this is between you and somebody else where you're like, let's chill. Let's just stay in. Let's just Netflix. And the other person's like, let's build something. Let's go somewhere. Let's start something. And it's like this back and forth that's creating a little bit of tension. You're just not really on the same page here. But it's not a big deal. It's just like, just do what I want to do. No, you just do what I want to do. They have the Ace of Cups. That's clarified with the Empress, the Star, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person has big feelings towards you. They see you as the Empress. The Empress is like all the things. She or he, it's not important. The gender is it's all about like self-care. You show up for yourself. You're beautiful. You take care of everybody. They just see you as like the whole package. And you're like a wish come true to them. You're a wish fulfillment. You are their North Star and they will follow you anywhere, is really how they feel. You have the Eight of Wands, which is clarified with the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the World card. Wow. Yeah, you see them as a little bit mysterious. You feel like they're a little bit insular. I'm getting the sense that you could feel like they are a bit avoidant in some ways. Um, if there is a situation here where somebody's like, let's start something new, let's go do something or whatever," the other one's like, "I don't think so." They are the "I don't think so." You're the one who's like, "Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go." You have the Eight of Wands, and you're feeling like they are not engaging with you really. You feel like they're kind of stuck in their own head in a way and kind of like off in dreamland or something. Their intentions with you is the Queen of Wands, excuse me. Clarified with the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Lots of passion here in their intentions. I mean, here's the deal. I think that this person is a slow roller. This person is somebody who likes to take their time. They don't have like big, explosive, emotional overtones. They're very just like even Steven. And I think that they intend to stay that way. And their intentions with you is to kind of get you on board with their energy. If you are more outgoing, they intend to try to meet you there. But at the same time, I do see them as being a little bit more reserved. They also have intentions of like being with you. They think you guys kind of belong together. What you don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles, and that's clarified with the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower. Um, hmm. What you don't see coming is that I think here's what I'm getting. I think that you kind of view this person as like somebody reserved and somebody who's not giving you a whole lot. And what you don't see coming is they're going to suddenly give you a lot. I think they're going to show up here and be a stable, reliable person in your life. And I think it's going to shock the hell out of you because I don't think that you are getting the vibe from them that they're all in sometimes, but they are. And I think that their steadiness, their steady, secure, what you might think is a little boring sometimes, um, I think it's going to kind of shock you how much they do care and how much they are willing to show up. Your advice is the Magician. This is make something happen. Clarified with the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to be hard work for the two of you to kind of get aligned personality-wise, I think. Um, but you can make it happen. You guys can do this. That's really the advice is like it's going to be a little bit of hard work, but there's enough love here and there's enough that both of you are I'm getting the sense that both of you are like pretty analytical in a way. Um, you guys can figure it out is the point. You have everything that you need. You're both showing up for this. The two of you put your heads together and you can figure out how to make this thing become more aligned with both of you, not just one of you. Let's see what else we have for you, Capricorn. Using the Moonology cards for the eclipse on the 12th. Let's see what you get. Anything else for Capricorn, please? You get new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Exactly. You guys just got to talk it out. Whatever these little irritations are, I feel like you guys just kind of get on each other's nerves because of a personality clash, but not any major frustrations. You get new moon in Scorpio. Work through the fears. Okay, what else? Yeah, there's a sense of you guys just needing to team up a little bit and work together. Cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move. So, Capricorn, I hope this message resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye.